Welcome to our exclusive series, How to Build a Profitable Home on the Web. This is episode 5, Tips for Making Easy Money with Google AdSense. You've probably heard by now that AdSense is a great way to make money on your blog. In fact, you've probably heard these stories of people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just from Google AdSense alone. And of course, those kinds of numbers are enough to make anybody want to go out and start a website. But the truth is, there's a lot of myths surrounding Google AdSense, and I want to debunk some of those for you. First of all, it's a fact that most publishers don't make a thing off Google AdSense. They might scrub $1, $2, $3 a month, but let's face it, that's not going to pay the bills. Another fact is that most people don't know how to use Google AdSense the right way. They don't know where to place their ads, they don't know what type of ads to put on there, and they don't really know how to get Google to serve the most targeted ads. So, as a result, they don't make any money. The good news here, though, is that you don't have to make the same mistakes that they do. Properly choosing your AdSense ad sizes and the placement thereof is a process that really is completely dynamic, and it changes for every website. And so I figure the best way to teach this is to actually deconstruct the process right here for you guys on video and show you how I made the decisions to place the ads on this site. Sound good? Let's start at the top. In my header here, you'll notice that I've chosen to include a horizontal link unit instead of a big giant leaderboard, which looks just like this. You see, the leaderboard actually looks like a big blatant ad, at least it does in my opinion. And I felt like on this particular site, if I had that blatant of an ad at the top, it might be a complete turnoff for users, and they might not even delve into the content to see what I'm offering on the site. And so, I put a more subtle link unit up here at the top that also blends very well with my navigation. It's not completely obvious that these are ads, and they offer short, helpful tidbits of information that may entice users to click on them. The theory here is that you don't really want to beat your users over the head with the fact that you've got ads all over your site. Instead, you want to try and blend them in as best you can, and you don't want them to take away necessarily from the content or from the focus, but you want them to facilitate it. And above all, you certainly want them to lie in visible areas of the page, otherwise you're never going to get any clicks. The header and navigation portion of your page always receives a lot of focus, and therefore it stands to reason that you want to put at least one ad unit up around that area to take advantage of all the eyeballs that are going to be fixated there. Alright, next, let's head on over to the sidebar here and examine what I've done. I've got a wide skyscraper over here, which is known to be one of the most effective ad formats that Google has, and I've placed it right alongside my content. Now, it's kind of a convention on the web to have clickable links and navigational type stuff on the left side of the page. That's just kind of the way the web has evolved, and that's what people expect to see on the left side of a page. And so, it's kind of a high focus area, and you want to put some ads over there to take advantage of this. I've actually chosen to put the skyscraper over there because it is in a vertical format, which suits the sidebar, and then also it spans a nice little vertical spread on the page, and so it's going to be visible to people longer as they scroll down and read the content on the front page here. And so I guess if there's a second point you want to take away from this, it's that you want to have some navigational structure on the left side of your site, not the content. You want to put the navigational stuff on the left, and you want to put a wide skyscraper over there in the left-hand column also, because this area is known to receive a lot of attention, and your click-through rate is going to be higher, which means you're going to make more money. Whenever you place ads on a site, you need to consider exactly how the site that you're putting these ads on works. This, for instance, is a blog, and every blog has single entry pages that are different from the home page of the site. Let me show you. If I click on the first entry here, I go to a single entry page, and it's not the same as the home page. You'll see that I only have one entry here instead of a long list of 3 or 4 entries or however many are on my site, and it's just a big long block of content, and there's not any ads in the middle of this content. But if we go back up to the top, you'll notice that I've placed a special skyscraper ad just to the left of the content. And that's because this is where the focus is going to be on this page. Users are on this single page to read my entry, and therefore I want to put the ads as close to the action as possible in order to get a click. And so on this particular post, I've stuck the ads to the left of the content, right near the top of the post, when I know that I've still got my reader's attention. You know, I might not be a very engaging author, and I don't want to take any chances by putting my ads in the middle of my post, because by that time, I might have already lost half my audience. So that's why I put them at the top, just to make sure that I've still got their attention, and maybe I'll get that click. And then finally, on this single post page, I chose to put an ad all the way at the bottom of the content. And that way, when a user gets done reading this post, they don't really have anywhere else to go. You know, you kind of get to the bottom and you think, gee, what next? Well, they got two options. They can either click on an ad, or they can leave a comment. And really, the bottom line here is that you have another opportunity to place an ad in an area where somebody who gets to that point in your page is going to be focused, and so they're going to see these ads. And on top of that, you haven't given them any options really to go anywhere else or do anything else on your site, and so the likelihood is higher that they're going to click on that ad. So to summarize here, you want to put your ads in places that are highly visible and are also going to be the focus of your users' attention. And stay tuned for our next episode where you're going to learn how to tweak your ads for maximum relevancy and maximum click-through. That's next time on Tubetorial.